Godskin Peeler is a twin blade that scales primarily with strength and dexterity. It can be infused with Ash of War or with magic and consumable. This weapon has a skill called Black Flame Tornado. With this skill, you spin the weapon above your head, then slam it into the ground to create a wild storm of black flames. What I like about this skill is that it can make small enemy flinch and even send them flying when I slam the weapon into the ground. Also, each hit can deal roughly 1.9% health damage over 2 seconds, making it a powerful skill to defeat any enemy in the game. Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to create overpowered Godskin Peeler build in early game. This build prioritizes not only high damage output but also survivability by boosting your health and defense, making you harder to kill. Additionally, you can use this build to help you progress through the entire game. You will get weapon plus 13, optimized talisman, and powerful buff that let you dominate bosses with ease. This build is perfect for new players or someone who wants a very strong build from the start. This video is divided into 8 different parts, making it easier for you to find what you're looking for. And in every part, I will get you step by step on how to get the item you need to optimize this build. I also provide an active minimap to avoid getting lost, so make sure to watch the entire video to avoid missing any details. So let's get started. Samurai is my class of choice because of its dexterity along with good strength attribute, and for the keepsakes I like to choose golden seed that can be used to grant an additional charge for my flask.
Have you? They sir, but you. I can play turning root to aid you. You need to the foot. Then it said summon me. Ah, I bequeath. You. It will summon torrent. Treat him with.
Before we obtain the Godskin Peeler, my first plan is to increase my Vigor for better survivability by rune farming first. However, if you want to get the weapon quickly, you can skip ahead to part 3 for how to easily obtain this weapon. Now let's grab Gold-Pickled Fowl food that can boost rune acquisition by 30% for 3 minutes. It can be found near the waterfall. From the first step set of grace, go south, you can use Spirit Spring Jump to instantly reach the bottom. Next, let's head to the temple quarter to grab the Icerind Hatchet from a chest. After that, go to the 4th parrot to grab Radagon Soreseal Talisman. Along the way, we can grab Whetstone Knife in a chest and free Bog from his course by hitting the small brown tree. He will reward you with some mushroom, a crafting material that will later be used to make sleep pot.
You there. Could you help us out, Cully? Some clue or just thank you. I was pushed out in the end. Oh, when they so this is I hope.
Now let's continue. As we explore, you can grab Trina's Lily and Fever Cookbook 1, another crafting material, and Cookbook for creating sleep pot. Next, let's get the Flame of the Redmanes Ash of War, which is dropped by a Turtle Scarab, located in front of the 4 North Side of Grace. Now go to the round table hold and buy a spear from Twinblade, then infuse it with the Flame of Redmanes Ash of War. Make sure to choose fire as main weapon affinity to add fire element in it. Now let's the rune farming begin by killing the Elder Dragon Greyoll using a combination of frost and fire damage. The way this technique works is by first performing her Froststorm skill to apply frostbite build up. Once the enemy is afflicted with frost, we can use our spear, which has a fire element, to reset the frost effect. Initially, it will take 3 her Froststorm skill to inflict frostbite on him. After resetting the frost effect twice, it will then take 4 her Froststorm skill to frostbite him again. With this method, you can deal substantial damage quickly by repeatedly inflicting and resetting the frostbite effect on the enemy. When done correctly, you can increase your farming speed by 15% compared when using a bleed weapon, allowing you to consume 1 Gold-Pickled full food for 2 rune farming sessions. After kill him 3 times, it's time to leveling up our character. For attribute, I put 17 in Dexterity, 15 in Faith because we are going to use the Flame Granny Strength incantation, 30 in Vigor for survivability, 14 in Mind, and 17 in Endurance to increase the equip load. Godskin Peeler dropped by Godskin Apostle at Windmill Village, Altus Blade 2. Before that, let's visit Ichi located at Kingsram Ruin in western Liurne of the Lakes to buy a Summer Smithing Stone and upgrade the Icerind Hatchet to +4.
Well, I presume. Oh, I am an old crow here, perhaps. Something else.
Next, let's visit Merchant Kel at the Church of Eleh to buy a crafting kit and some crack pot so we can craft some sleep pots. This is an essential item that we can use to easily defeat the boss later.
Goodbye.
Now let's collect the remaining Dectus Medallion at Fort Hake and use it at the Grand Limb of Dectus to reach the Altus Blade 2. From here, let's defeat Godskin Apostle at Windmill Village to get the weapon. For buff, we can use Golden Fowl as of War and Flame Green Strength incantation. Golden Fowl as of War dropped by a mounted Godric Knight on the cliff southwest above the Dectus Catacomb. This as of War can increase your damage by 11.5% and all damage negation by 7.5% for 45 seconds. Now let's infuse our Dagger with Golden Fowl as of War and use it as a dedicated tool for casting this buff. Another one is Flame Green Strength that can be found on a corpse behind 4 kill. With this incantation, you can boost your physical and fire damage up to 20%. Now it's time to upgrade the weapon to significantly increase its damage output, making it even more effective in combat. To upgrade your weapon to +6, we need at least 12 smithing stone 1 and 2. You can obtain this upgrade material by purchasing it from the Twinblade Hatch after giving them the smithing stone miner's bell bearing 1. Smithing stone miner's bell bearing 1 dropped by the Crystallian boss at the end of Raya Lucaria Crystal Tunnel. To upgrade your weapon to +12, we need at least 12 smithing stone 3 and 4. You can obtain this smithing stone by purchasing it from the Twinblade Hatch after giving them the smithing stone miner's bell bearing 2. Smithing stone miner's bell bearing 2 can be found in a chest located in Seal Tunnel. As we explore, you can grab 2 smithing stone 5 inside the tunnel.
warn you, for no matter how you...
For crystal tiers, I like to use Strength-Knot crystal tiers and Dexterity-Knot crystal tiers. Strength-Knot crystal tier can be found inside a stone receptacle near the edge of the cliff in Link Cave. These crystal tiers can increase your strength attribute by +10. Dexterity-Knot crystal tiers can be found inside a stone receptacle on top of a craggy hill in Lune of the Lakes. These crystal tiers can increase your dexterity attribute by +10. To optimize this build, there are some early game talismans that you can use, such as Radagon Soreseal, Dragoncrest Shield, and Green Turtle Talisman. Since we already obtained the Radagon Soreseal Talisman, next we need to collect Dragoncrest Shield. Dragoncrest Shield Talisman can be found on the lower level cliff behind the Bestial Sanctum Khalid. This talisman can reduce physical damage taken by 10%, usable talisman for your survivability. Additionally, you can use Green Turtle Talisman to increase your stamina recovery speed. You can get this talisman in the underground area of Summon Water Village. You need a Stonesword Key to entering the area. And finally, to make our character even stronger, we can use the power of Great Rune and unlock more Talisman Slot. Godric Great Rune is a good option because it can increase all my attribute by +5. To get this Great Rune, you have to defeat Godric in Strongfell Castle.
smoldering.
bathed in rays of gold.
After defeating Godric, head to the Divine Tower of Limgrave to claim his rune. To activate the Great Rune, first you need to equip it to your rune slot at the Set of Grace and consume a rune arc to get the benefit for this buff. You can get rune arc through exploration or buy it from merchants. Just remember the buff will last until you die. To unlock another Talisman Slot, we need to defeat one more Remembrance boss, Renala, Queen of the Full Moon in Raya Lucaria Academy.
Where did he flee, my sweetings? Come out from whence he hides. There are Where did he flee, my sweetings?
After defeating her, talk to Enya at Round Table Hall to unlock an additional Talisman Slot.
I only
Fine, you have it now.
to become the fingers as much.
Now, big.
Now our build is complete. From here you can start defeating all bosses in Limgrave, Liurnia, or even Kelith without breaking a sweat with this overpowered build. And leveling up further to increase your status and fulfill the actual weapon requirement, allowing you to replace the Radagon Soreseal Talisman and its side effect. To find out the location of each boss in this game, you can download my Elden Ring checklist, link in the description below. The way this build works is first you can consume the Crystal Tears, cast Golden Fowl, and Flame Grant Me Strength incantation.